2.4, more about linear equations. So in 2.3, we did a lot of slope-intercept form. This will be point-slope form. So again, the formula here is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And as we go through this, again, point-slope form, mathematicians not very creative. We need a point and we need a slope. So we learned last class that slope can flat out just be given to us. It can be given to us through 2 points, and we have to use the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 to find the slope. We can be given a graph, and then we'll learn a couple other ways, but I am going to break 2.4 up into 2 sections. So this will be 2.4a, and we've got to know this formula. x1 and y1 are just the ordered point that's given, and m is equal to the slope. So for this first example, we have a line passes through -5, 2 with a slope of 3/5. What is an equation of the line? And when I ask that, I want you to put it in slope-intercept form. So I've got y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And this right here would be my x1, this would be my y1, and this would be my m. So I always leave that first y there. It's always a subtraction. I'm subtracting y1, which is y minus 2, equals 3/5. That's my m, times x always stays there. And then I have a minus a -5, which I would never write this on my paper because I know a minus turns into a plus. But just to kind of show you, plugging it in, keep that minus. Whatever you plug in goes right there. So I have a y minus 2 equals 3/5 times x plus 5. And then now to put it in slope-intercept form, just be 2 steps. I would distribute. I'm going to kind of work over here so you can see y minus 2 equals 3/5 times x is 3/5x. Leave it as a fraction because, again, our slope is rise over run. And then 3/5 times 5, if you multiply those two together, gives me just a +3. So then now to get y by itself, I'm going to get at 2 to both sides, and y equals 3/5x plus a 5. So this would be my final answer. And again, that's when you are given a point and given a slope. You just plug it into that formula. The next example, same thing, except I give you slope in a different way. I don't just flat out come out and tell you m equals this. I have to find the slope. So a line passes through 3, 2 and 5, 8. What is an equation of the line in point slope form? So again, the first thing I have to do from yesterday's notes is find the slope, okay? So I have to find m. So that would be 8 minus 2 over 5 minus 3, which is 6 over 2, which is 3. So I got m is equal to 3 just by what was given to me. Again, and all I did was label this x1, y1, and this x2, y2. And I did 8 minus 2 to get 6. I did 5 minus 3 to get 2, and then I simplified it. So now, which point do you use? You can use either point. I will get the same exact answer. Okay, so use either point, doesn't matter. I'll start off by doing this. I'll show you. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1 is the formula I'm using. So y minus y1, which is 2, equals my slope I found is 3, times x minus my x1 is also 3. Okay, so how do I get y by itself? I distribute. Y minus 2 equals 3 times x is 3x. 3 times -3 is -9. I'm going to add 2 to both sides, and I got y equals 3x minus 7. So there's my line in slope-intercept form. What if I chose the point and I said, hey, this is x1 and this is y1? I would have y minus 8 equals 3 times x minus 5. Okay, so y minus 8, I would distribute 3x minus 15, add 8 to both sides, and I get y equals 3x minus 7. So you can see, when I put it in slope-intercept form, it doesn't matter which point I choose. I can use either one. I only have to choose one, and I will get the correct answer in slope-intercept form. Okay, so now write the equation of a line graph below. So you're going to have a couple questions like this in Desmos just to kind of refresh our memory. Don't forget vertical lines. Okay, vertical is always x equals. So I got x equals 5. So the answer to this would be x equals 5. It's done just like that. It's that simple. Here I have a horizontal line. Okay, and horizontal lines are always y equals. So here, where's the y value? Again, y is up and down, so it would be y equals 0. That's it. That's all you have to do for those problems. I think they're fairly simple. So make sure you know vertical and horizontal lines. And then the last thing that's on this homework is to put the following into slope-intercept form. So you're going to be given a problem that is in standard form. I'm going to ask you to put it into slope-intercept form. So I'm trying to get y by itself, okay? So usually there's two steps. I need to move the x term, okay, to the other side. And when I do that, it's usually addition or subtraction. Okay, so here, I'm going to move this. It's a positive 20x, so I'm going to subtract 20x from both sides. So look, this is a minus 24y. That stays minus 24y. Equals, that canceled over here, a negative 20x minus 144. Again, it doesn't matter the order you wrote it in, but why did I put the x first? Because this is slope-intercept form. Divide by the coefficient. So the second step is to divide by the coefficient. Okay, and you could multiply if it's a fraction here by the reciprocal, but this specific example is divide. So I got y is equal to, and then we're going to reduce the fraction. So again, if you forget how to reduce the fraction, you've got to get a calculator out or go to Desmos. Okay, these ones are both divisible by 4. So this would give me a 5 over 6x. And then divide negative 144 divided by 24, and that gives you a 6. So again, a negative divided by a negative is a positive, and here's my slope-intercept form. So if I ask you to graph this, this would be my starting point at 6. I would go up 5 and write 6. So that's it for today. You're going to have about 10 questions for homework. Again, use point slope form for this. Even if you know how to do it another way, practice using the formula, okay? And that formula, again, is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Have a great day.